the little things in life that can make a big impact. Now you can take a little time just for you with this fun and relaxing Blooms how-to. Today, we're making a pretty petite bouquet. Believe it or not, these adorable little flowers are made of Play-Doh compound. When you open your kit, you'll find everything you need to create your flowers. But it helps to grab a smooth, flat surface to work, and maybe a pair of scissors to open your compound. For this bouquet, we'll be using one main technique: rolled flowers. You'll create petals, roll them into delicate shapes, and build a bouquet that's totally your own. Oh, and it helps to have a trash can nearby to spray your dried flowers. And remember that perfection is not the goal here. The beauty is in how you make it. Now, let's bloom. We'll start by creating the short but impactful flowers that will fill out the bouquet. Grab a stick of compound, the rolling pin, the wheel handle, and the number 4 wheel that attaches to the handle. Here's a quick tip to start. If you want to match your bouquet on the box, your kit comes with a color combination guide. It's totally up to you if you want to follow that or do your own thing. Now, we'll take a stick of Play-Doh compound and flatten it on the table with the rolling pin. If you haven't attached wheel number 4 to the handle yet, do that, and then roll it through the flattened compound to make 2 strips of petals. This little knife in the kit can help you trim some excess off if you need to. Just make sure you hang on to the scraps to reuse later. Don't put the knife away yet. Grab a little green flower center and attach it to the handle of the knife. Now, you'll carefully take the end of your first petal strip and gently tuck it in between these 2 prongs. Twist the knife as you roll the strip into a rose shape along your work surface. Do this part slowly and separate the petals if they stick together. This part might seem tricky at first, but don't worry. If you rip your petal strip, you can gently stick it back on and keep rolling. You can also squish it up and start all over with the rolling pin if you really need to. Once you're happy with your flower shape, take your second petal strip and wrap it around your first one. Keep separating those petals as you go and blend the compound at the base to hold the strips together. You have 2 options from here. You can make a 3rd strip of petals to add 1 more layer to this first flower, or you can get ready to attach your flower to the stem. When you're ready, grab a petal support and rest it on a short stem. Gently lift your flower off the knife handle and attach it to the stem. It'll sit nice and cozy on the petal support. Look what you made! You're already a pro. Set it in the vase to dry as you make 4 more of these lovelies. Reuse the scraps from your first flower as much as you can, then open a new stick when you need to. Remember, you can follow your color combination guide or choose your own colors. After you've got 5 flowers, we'll make the next set of flowers to complete the bouquet. It's time to add some variety and texture with our other friends, the tall flowers. You'll start off the exact same way as the short flowers by flattening your compound with the rolling pin. This time, we'll use wheel number 3, so take off the first wheel and swap it out if you need to. And once again, you'll use the wheel to make 2 petal strips on your flattened compound. Trim off the extra and save it for later with a knife. Now, we have to use the knife to slice these petal strips into different lengths. Just cut the first strip in half. For the other strip, you'll cut about 1 inch off so that you have 1 long and 1 short piece. You should now have 4 petal strips in 3 different sizes. Just like last time, we'll attach our flower center to the end of the knife to start the rolling process. Starting with our longest petal strip, you'll gently lift the end, tuck it between these little prongs, and roll the knife along your work surface to create your flower shape. Now slide the flower you just made down to meet the little cup. You'll want some of the stem to stick up for the next part. Now you'll finish your flowers by hand. Gently roll one of your medium-sized strips to a flower shape. Slide this one onto the stem to rest on top of your first flower, leaving just a little bit of the stem sticking up. Now do the same thing with your smallest petal strip you made earlier. Separate any petals that might have gotten squished. Now you can set this lovely tall flower aside to dry as you make 2 more of these tall stems. You can also use the knife to clean out the grooves in the rolling wheels between colors. Ready to put it all together? Of course you are. That is, as long as you gave all your flowers about an hour and a half to dry first. They might dry faster in dry areas. Once they're dry, you can take them out of the vase and set them aside. One by one, you'll spritz each flower with finishing spray. Remember that it's best to do this over a trash can. Don't worry if the spray looks white at first, it'll dry clear. To arrange them in the vase, you'll start with the tall flowers. They'll be your filler flowers around the edge of the vase. Now, your wider short flowers will make their debut in the center of the vase. Make sure you're placing them evenly around the vase so that it doesn't tip over. Now you can add that little extra oomph with the greenery that came in your kit. Use as little or as much as you want in the back of the bouquet to make a sort of frame around it. And here it is, your perfectly pretty petite bouquet. Now all you have left to do is decide where to display it. Bookshelves, vanities, and desks are perfect places to show off your stunning creation.